Here we go. We are live. Sorry we were late today.
Yes. It's a great example of how not to be as grounded as you could be. Sorry, everyone. It's my fault. One of my clients just left. She had an amazing, very grounding session, and she was crying when I put my hands on her feet. But perfect for the root chakra. But I don't know. Things just transpired weirdly from there. She left, and there was time, and my computer wouldn't charge, and then all the things. So let's do all the grounding things so we can let go of all that.
Yeah, come back. Come back in our body. Also leave away the other's energy. I'm very good at absorbing others' energies. So I think that's also a very important thing. Learning to have good boundaries and sometimes it's just things are not going the way we like plan, right? Let it go and detachment from yeah, let's just do it has the best we are doing the best that we can so yeah.
Actually, it's funny because my client, before she left, she gave me this pin that says, I don't know if you can read it. It says,
My best. Doing my best. Yay.
So on theme.
She knew it. She was like, I'm gonna cry today. You will need to be doing your best, even with your computer just deciding to not starting. So let's share a little bit about today's I think we're doing things differently, but not really differently. So the topic is feeling grounded and safe, right? And we were thinking about adding different way that we think it's a good like that helps to feel grounded. So we will start with the aura card because it became a tradition with us.
Yeah.
And then there will be meditation, practicing tapping, and I have 6 great questions that you can journal, do practice journaling, reflect on it. That can help. Even like I think it could be something that you can do every day or once a week to like do a good checkup of like where you're at and look at back from the week before and compare of where you were and where you are. I think it's a good way to see how you evolve with it, but also maybe things that come back, right? There's like answer that come back and you're like, oh, I'm still
Like, how healed that?
yeah. Yeah, do you want to start with the oracle card?
Yes. As soon as we talked about picking one, this deck came into my mind. I like saw the image of the front of it. So I was like, that's the one.
It's also a sacred space, so let's go well with it.
Yeah. Right. And the art on the cards is really beautiful too. I like this.
Ooh, yeah. Make me think of Hawaii.
Yeah. It feels like it's very, very in sync with our day and our session today. And that kind of like, yeah, the Hawaii energy, like our place where we're grounded and safe. Here. Oh, okay. Way to volunteer.
Ooh, openness. Okay. It's a beautiful card. I love the full moon. I don't know where we at with the moon.
We just had a new moon.
Oh yeah. I have a calendar with the moon. Okay.
That's right. This moon is like right over that moon. Moon set. Meant to be. Openness.
Meant to be. Openness. I think it's key. Openness, definitely. In everything.
Yeah.
Even if I'm very sensitive to full moon, and I don't think on full moon I'm very open. Because I feel so much, I'm overwhelmed, I have emotion, and sometimes it's just some full moon feel, I'm like, is it full moon? because I don't feel anything, and some are like,
Yeah. Yeah, some can be very kind of like overwhelming. And like even like bright to where like I can't sleep.
yeah, 100%.
I'm going to share a little bit from the
Yeah,
booklet.
please.
It's, and it's funny because it's openness, but then the like subtitle is Secrets of the Moon,
Ooh.
which I think is so beautiful just in itself. Secrets of the Moon. The cycles of the moon affect every aspect of our life. The cyclical magnetic pole regulates the tides as it acts as our planet on our planet's waters. The moon even affects the monthly cycles of women. It's not an accident that a woman's cycle and the cycle of the moon are approximately the same amount of time. In native cultures, when women live in nature, it was not uncommon for them to menstruate during the new moon and ovulate around the full moon. It was believed that menstruation at that time uh, that a woman had to be still, put her everyday labors aside, and renew. For all people, the dark of the moon was a time to incubate ideas, watch nocturnal dreams for signs, and be still. In modern life, we as a culture don't honor these natural cycles often enough. And as a result, our lives are usually bereft of this important time of rejuvenation. And then it says, the sacred landscape wants you to know. When you receive this card, be open to receiving the signs. Be still. Do nothing. Be open. Breathe. Relax completely and thoroughly. Incubate your dreams for the future. If you're trying to make a decision, take the time to watch for signs and listen to the whispers of the universe. Watch your dreams for messages regarding the situation. Become the sacred watcher. Observe life as it unfolds rather than becoming engaged in it. Be open to what the universe has in store for you. Be receptive to messages from your soul. This card can also be the bringer of sacred wonders into your life. Miracles can show up in ways you didn't expect.
Damn.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's a good desk. I'm curious about the other card because it's so. I believe in everything that this card said about native, and I heard once that people were saying in the past that women who are having their period on full moon are witches.
I love that.
Yeah, I like that too. And yeah, and also like our body is full of water, so that's also one of the reasons we are so sensitive to the moon. Um
Mhm.
yeah, and then if you think about astrology, I think there is also different thing linked depending on the sign. um
Mhm. Totally.
so we
Yeah.
received that card, and now we have to stop talking and just observe.
Right. Be still. Do nothing. But I think those instructions also like are on theme for our grounding and feeling safe. Like when we
Mhm,
take the time to stop and just like be,
mhm.
it's it helps us like recenter and come back to ourselves instead of being like so kind of like um, shaken and kind of like um, easily moved by all these like outward things in our lives.
Yeah, sometimes we don't need an answer. Sometimes we don't need to think over it. Sometimes we need to turn off and not be in our head and just being present, right? um
Yeah.
I don't know where it come from, that this urgency to have answer and know what to do next. And I think it takes also a lot of energy, and it's also a way of not be grounded because we're so much in our head. And what are we gonna say to other, if, right, if I don't know. And I think saying I don't know, it's an answer. I
Yeah.
need to reflect on it. I need to take some time
Mhm.
and just be.
Yeah.
and observe the moon and be watching the sky. And I feel so grateful to live in Hawaii and here on Big Island because we see the stars every night. I mean, of course,
Mhm.
if the weather is bad, but I don't know if there's other place where you are on an island and you're not middle of nowhere, but the fact that there's no lights, right, street lights, we are able to just watch the sky and see all the every stars. It's the sky is just incredible,
Mhm.
and I find it's also a way of grounding because it reminds you that you're so small and your worries are so small. And
Mhm. Totally. Um, and I feel like a lot of the time too, like when I'm outside, like I look at the moon, and here especially, I've seen a lot of times that there's like kind of a rainbow around the moon, and I
yeah,
feel like I'm
hello,
so
yeah,
taken by it every time.
magic.
Yeah, totally magic.
Yeah, I think openness also it's learning to let it go and detachment of the outcome or control and accept that and trust accepting that well what will come will be good, what
Hmm.
will come will be um, what you need.
Yeah, trusting the great unknown,
Yeah,
uncertainty.
I found it that for me, for example, not be connected to the news helped me to stay grounded. I get very overwhelmed easily by and it's the thing is never really positive.
Yeah.
So having boundary with that of not overly wanting to, or even if I hear something, not asking for more. Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
Not too invested in all of the updates. Yeah,
yeah.
same. I feel like just too much for all of the like sadness and all of the struggle of the world.
Hmm.
Every part of it, I'm just like hurts.
Yeah, it's hard if we feel powerless. And being open, it's also giving hope that there is something else.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good card. I will be thinking about it.
Yeah. Um, I also like the phrase in the description about incubating ideas. I think that kind of goes with what we're talking about with like being still and like being open and like waiting and trusting and like not having to have an answer right now.
Yeah, let it
Yeah.
flow. Also, like if idea are coming, you don't need to nourish it. You can let it flow.
Mhm.
You don't need to s- get so attached to it, and just let it flow. And if it's a good idea, it will come back.
Yeah, and you'll get more information and more um, like for me too. I feel like I get like more emotionally invested in ideas as time goes on too. Like more information, more details, more excited about things.
One thing that came up for me is the full moon. It's also the night where you can see everything because you have you see everything because of the light of the moon. So you see because you are open, then you're able to you don't have bias or belief. You're open and you can see all the shadow, all the little detail that is around you that you don't see when it's a dark night,
Hmm.
right? When it's a new moon.
Yeah,
You can see what's gonna come, that it might be bad or good because you have full light because you are open. And yeah,
Yeah, the full perspective, not just the idea in the dark.
Or just what you want to see, or what you're expecting. Like, I want to answer on that, or I want to sign about that, but be like, maybe I need to open more because I'm missing the sign, because I'm looking only one lens, or you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Too focused, not actually open.
Mm-hmm.
Controlling kind of sometimes too.
Yeah. Want to do the meditation?
Sure.
Do you have some music to add to?
Yeah, I think so. um,
Okay, I'm gonna turn off my camera.
Can you hear the music? Or do we have to add it to the stage? Okay. So this is a ground and protect meditation. So hopefully it will help with feeling safe in your body and less kind of susceptible to outside influences and struggles. So take a moment to settle in, allowing the body to find comfort and rest. Take a moment to practice letting go of anything that's on your mind, becoming fully present here and now. Let calm wash down over you like heavy rain, shower, beginning with the top of your head, flowing down your body, flowing down over your head, mind within, relaxing and calming your face, let calm wash your shoulders, glide down your arms, back, chest, calm wash your shoulders, relaxing your fingertips. Reach down your legs, the knees and calves, all the way down and over your feet, into your ground. Take a moment just to enjoy the peaceful calm that you've created now. And bring your awareness to your spine, back down into the base of your spine. allow a tap root to begin to form here. And let that root slowly extend down, as the root stretches to the earth. The energy of the earth rises. Once the root meets the physical earth, continues to extend deep into the soil and rocks, rooting you into this physical realm, grounding you, connecting you to stability, reassuring you are safe. Connected internally throughout this day. The energetic essence is so grounded. Bringing your awareness back to your physical body. And let yourself be surrounded by a golden bubble or cocoon. Shine around in all directions, and it protects you from any energy, words, or intention. Do not have your highest mind. Do not cast the golden light into your true essence. Guards your precious personal energy. Keeps you safe and allows you to be yourself. Shine and inside out. The loving heart, you feel like your energy is being flattened. Check that in and detach things that external circumstances from you. Let your golden light glow brightly again. Shine continuously around your entire being. Let that golden light surround you, hold you in its glow, to return to your seat, to yourself, to your internal light. You are safe. You are grounded. You are
Bring your attention back to the rise and fall of your breath. Your awareness up to your eyes.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
The music was very transporting. Yeah, I have a little headache, and I could feel my brain be like,
Just like
the sound though, I don't know about people, but I could not hear you much. I could like it was coming and going, but I still was very
something to work on for next time.
yeah. I don't know. Last time was not like that, so I don't know what's the difference. We'll have to figure out.
Yeah, I'll have to work on that. Sorry about that.
I mean, we don't know.
I think
We don't
probably
know.
if it wasn't good for you, it probably wasn't good, but that's okay.
Yeah, we'll look. What's yeah, but even like I could hear you some part, and then the music was very I would say very relaxing, and yeah, I could feel my energy was
Yeah, settling, calming.
yeah.
Like a big sigh.
Do you meditate a lot?
In the past I've had a stronger, better meditation practice. It's something that I'm like trying to cultivate again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wish that I could say yes, of course, but something I'm working on, if I'm being totally honest.
I feel it. Maybe I think some people are really good at doing that every day. I feel it's flow. Like I did every day for at least 3 or 4 months, and then something came up, and it just got me out of my habit. I even have an alarm to remind me to go. Like, hey, that's the time where it will be like time to meditate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I believe my parents do that. They are meditating every day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are, and they have been. They have been practicing for a while now. I don't know how many years. At the point where you're like, I need to do it. You know, like all those habits that we know are important,
beneficial, but then
yeah,
somehow we just
yeah, yeah, and then we forget.
Mm-hmm. Or we allow ourselves to choose other things. We don't prioritize it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like everything, I think over we make our goals too big. So like I need to meditate every day at least 10 minutes, whereas No, like you can start just one day and you can do 5 minutes. Right? There's no openness. There's no one way.
Mhm.
Find your way that work for you. I remember when I was in New York, I had some meditation in my phone so I could be on the subway and just meditate before like going somewhere. And it's kind of weird because you're surrounded with so many people, but it's really helpful. I found it helpful because you get out and you got your 5 minutes in the middle of the craziness.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I know what you mean about it being like kind of like strangely calming to be in like the like hustle and bustle of like things and meditate, because when I lived in Beijing, I remember not like every time, but there was one time that I went running and it was like at night and I just like stopped in this like T intersection. So like the all the cars were like coming like towards me and then like the
Mhm.
tail going like away from me, and it was like so busy and like crowded, and it was like so calming to like be in that moment.
You found it's interesting. And it's why I think there is no perfect setting. And it's also part of meditation, knowing how to be in the moment, even if there is a cat coming and there is here, like yesterday I was doing it and there was a rooster. There's a rooster from the neighbor who come just around in front of our gate
Mhm.
and it is super loud. And you're like, okay, you're gonna be part of my meditation today.
Yeah. Like, thank you for this challenge bonus experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like to do in silence or you like to be guided or both?
um, Both. I think I get better kind of like downloads and insights when I do it in silence, but
Mhm.
um, I actually really like the like Chani daily
Okay.
meditations.
Mhm.
I listen to those more often than I give myself credit for. um, and they help me
I
like
like her
feel more.
night one. I like
Sorry.
her night, like the bedtime one, are really efficient. Some
Mhm.
days not, but most of the time I'm already like asleep before the end because she's going in those magical universe and she choose one topic and her voices and it's all about breathing and relax and be ready to go to bed. And yeah, she have great meditation.
Mhm.
I'm using waking up and I think I listened to Rich Roll podcast and in his ad he was sharing about that app. And I didn't have the budget to pay for it, but they do scholarship. So I had like a 6 months free and I did that every day and it's guided. You can also change five how long you want, and there is also conversation that you can listen about consciousness. um and I found I used to do silent and I really like what he do. um yeah, sometimes like, okay, let's open your eyes, and I really have resistance of open eye meditation even though I know it's where I need to go. But
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, I'm not big on that. It's hard. I feel
yeah,
like
it's hard because there's so many. It's easier to be in my body or um be present if my eyes are closed. So the exercise is doing the same with the eye open.
mhm.
And yeah,
Yeah. I feel like I like have to like shut out the external, like at least one method of like connecting with the world to
And
really.
sometimes I feel like maybe some people have resistance to do meditation because they get overwhelmed. And I have those days where I feel my meditation is trash because I've been talking in my head all the way. But I'm grateful because I took the time to do it. And I know that another day will be better. And it's part of the practice. There's not a perfect practice. The practice of doing it, even if is spending 5 minutes coming going of, oh, I'm back thinking, and then breathing, oh, I'm back. You know, you're like, oh, I've been doing that. But that's the exercise, is be conscious
Mhm.
of your thoughts, conscious of what's going on in your head and in your body.
Yeah. Yeah. And bringing yourself back. And also just showing up. Like, I think the process of having a routine around it and like making the effort is also a big part of getting anything done, really.
And let's go back to the card: openness, curiosity. Yeah.
Yeah.
The perfection doesn't exist. Everybody have their own perception of perfection. So, you know, there's no one who's gonna judge you for, oh, you did a bad meditation. You're doing for you. You're prioritize this moment for you to learn how to disconnect from your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
You want to go into tapping?
Sure. So this is something that I've just been getting into in the last like couple of weeks. So it's pretty new for me to share. So bear with me, but I'm like really excited about it, and I've really felt like it's very impactful in a short amount of time, that it can like really shift things. So we're just dive in together.
Yeah. Openness.
Yeah. Openness to whatever may come, however it may be. It feels like that was a good theme for this call. um, so I'm going to share some different places to tap on your body to do like 5 to 7 times. But start by taking a moment to kind of rate how safe or grounded you feel right now from a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being not at all and a 10 being like completely connected, grounded, all the calm energy. And then take a couple of deep breaths. And if you're watching, please join us. I'm not just trying to share this with Nina, please do it too. And then I'm going to share some kind of things to think about as we're going through the different points. So we'll start with the karate chop point, which is on the side of your hand. And we'll say these ones 3 times. Even though I don't feel safe or grounded right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though part of me feels unsettled, I choose to come back to calm. Even though the world feels like too much sometimes, I'm open to feeling safe in my body. And then we're going to do it one more time. Even though I don't feel safe or grounded right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though part of me feels unsettled, I choose to come back to calm. Even though the world feels like too much sometimes, I'm open to feeling safe in my body. And then next we have the eyebrow. I don't feel grounded right now. And even if you do a little, it's okay. And then we'll go to the side of the eye. I feel scattered or tense. And then under the eye, it's hard to feel safe sometimes. Under the nose, there's so much going on. Under the chin, my body feels alert, maybe even on edge. The collarbones, what if I could let some of this tension go? And then under your arm, what if I could come back into my body? I don't know if you can see. And then the top of your head, I'm open to feeling grounded now. And then back to the eyebrows, it's safe to take a deep breath. I'm allowed to slow down. Under the eye, I choose to return to this moment. Under the nose, right here, right now. The chin, my body is a safe place to be. The collarbone, the earth is holding me up. Under the arm, I'm safe in this moment. And the top of the head, I'm grounded, calm, and present. Then I invite you to close your eyes for a moment, sorry, and take a deep breath. And then check back in with that scale from 0 to 10 and see how grounded and safe you feel now. And hopefully it's shifted a little bit for the better.
Yeah, I had tapping when I was at school. When I was doing the J Shetty school, one of the teacher, one of the class was how to deal stress and or emotion during a session with your clients. I used tapping before a session where I had to coach in front of everybody. And it helped me so much to really be present back in the body, turn off the head. Yeah, I want to practice that more, that it become natural to be like, hey, I'm in my car, I don't know, like I have a meeting, I have a podcast, I have, like,
Yeah.
And it's not very long, and you can say everything you want to say, right? You can create what work for you. I like also to embrace where I'm at, like you start with it. I'm not feeling in my body, I'm not feeling grounded. Is not always. Sometimes I find being positive all the time is not helping, like it's okay, it's fine, like life, it's sucks right now, but sometimes you wanted to embrace that it's hard, that you don't have to compare yourself with others that maybe have an easier moment, or like, yeah, I'm overwhelmed, yes, I'm not grounded, I'm not in my body. I'm embracing it, and now I'm practicing to get back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Practicing making the shift, like just being conscious of it and turning it around.
And it makes a little massage in a way, like a little. I have this youth T-shirt today, so I was laughing because had to find where was my armpit.
It's funny.
How did you discover tapping?
From my coach, actually.
Okay.
She was talking about using it for getting ready to do hard things, hard work, like putting yourself out there, especially like if you have like money wounds or mindset problems, that it can help like just reset. And that if you're in a state of fear, then you can't create the new neural pathways in your brain. So you have to come from a state of calm to be able to take action in a way that will reset you. So if you're about to take the action, it helps if you get calm first, because then you can rewire your brain to believe that it's safe to do the action.
Yeah, I'm thinking also relationship, like maybe even family issue or with your boss or coworker, and you have to go through a moment that is more challenging.
Mhm.
Again, tapping could be a good way to because sometimes you're ready, you know what you want to say, you or not say, and then you get there and the energy is so intense that it gets you out of your grounding in 5 seconds, and it's hard to communicate properly. And I
Mhm.
found grounding it's a good mix. If you know what you want to say, if you know your boundary, you say, you know where you want to say no, and then adding exercise like this to like get in, and knowing that it might be challenging, but you got this. You.
Yeah. And I think too, it's interesting because part of it is like you have to be aware of where you are and what kind of like where you want to be. So it requires some like thinking too, and like self-reflection to be able to even begin the practice, which I like.
Maybe it's a good exercise to do after journaling, so that you have answer on where you're at, where you want to be.
Mm-hmm. Or like midway through journaling,
Yeah.
like this is all the stuff I'm struggling with, and then like I can let it go. And then
Or
here's
maybe
how
for
we
each
work.
answer, like for each question, you do a one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of journaling,
What you said?
speaking of journaling, do you want
Yeah.
to jump in?
Yeah. I have 6 questions, and I was adding them. That's why something show up in the screen. So the first question, I think it's very similar to what we did. I put here. What are 3 things you can see, hear, and feel right now? I do that often when I'm in the city, when I'm in Hilo and we're doing our shopping and it's hot, humid, and I have a lot of things to do. And I think it's linked to mindfulness of go back to what's around you and
Mhm.
look at what you see, even also what you smell, what you feel in your body, that are good to kind of a, a question to always have with you that is not journaling, but it's a good, like, I think it's question that you should, I don't find the word of, like those skill or element that you want to have always
I
with
just
you.
yeah.
um
Sorry, I got distracted by the technology. It's just
Yeah.
too cool. Okay.
And then that second one that goes after, it's what part of your body feel most relaxed and at ease in the moment. Again, it go back to mindfulness, meditation, and tapping.
Mhm.
And go back. I do that a lot when I sleep too. If I don't do the Chani, because she do that. She's doing this thing of being in your body and feeling the body getting heavier and
Mm.
feeling where your body is touching the ground, the chair, wherever you are, and it
Mhm.
get you back in your body, right?
I like that
And
idea
then
of heaviness for grounding. Sorry.
no, go ahead.
I feel like sometimes I uh float away a little bit, so I have to like come back in. So that
Yeah,
heaviness helps.
especially when you're meditating or you're trying to go to sleep and your head is like, yeah, like, or even like guided meditation, I find the voice get you back in.
Mhm.
Like I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, I am where I was.
Yeah, totally.
That would be a great question for to start a day, or whatever. What's one small thing that went well today, or at the end of the day, whatever. No matter how simple.
Mhm.
Could be just I woke up and I feel good.
Mhm.
I feel energized. Doesn't have to be, but it's yeah. Or this week you could, like, if you want to do once a week, one small thing that went well this week. And
Mhm.
sometimes you're like, oh, actually, so many, so many things. If I'm thinking of, because we're so much in our head and we don't realize that actually
Yeah.
we had not such a bad week.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the time our minds are like kind of trained to look for the things that went wrong. So it's like so powerful to look at the things that went right. And remind yourself
Yeah.
like you did a really good job.
And I bring that one because of last week, that the card we picked about grateful. I think it's a great exercise to do. Finding 3 things that you're grateful for, and it's also doesn't have to be. Often it's people. I'm just like, I'm grateful for this person. I'm grateful for that person. And I'm not. You don't need to override, or if like do be open, do whatever. But like we were saying last week, gratefulness is such a great habits to have, especially in a hard time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And especially if we have a tendency to see what's negative and what we didn't do and what we are late at and what we should do when you build a business and like on your own, we know how like it's challenging. It's really challenging to um, be positive and grateful. We think there is always so much more we could do.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a sign that you're having on your side. With the
Sorry.
car, I can hear the truck. I'm like,
Okay,
maybe
I wasn't
that's
sure. I was like, should I
very
mute or
grateful.
is it I have on the minimize background sounds. Maybe it doesn't minimize that level of background sounds.
Okay, next one, the fifth one. I have 6. If you could describe your current emotion state as weather, what will it be, and what do you need right now? I'm visual, so I find that one really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What's your weather right now?
I will say like pretty close to what is here where I live. It's cloudy and there's a little bit of blue sky and it's rainy. It's a mix. It's Hawaii, like the mix of Also, I think because I have this little headache, it add a little bit. It's the cloudy part, you know.
Mhm.
And what I need right now, I have water, I have you, I have grounding exercise. So and remembering being open. I think I have all I need. What about you?
Um, kind of similar actually, that it's a mix. Like I feel like a little bit like kind of like mist in the air, like almost rainy but not quite. But then
Mhm.
also it's like sunny to where you're like, is there a rainbow around here?
Am I gonna need to change clothes?
Yeah, totally.
And what do you need right now?
I feel like maybe like tea or something to like kind of um, like sink me back into my body a little bit.
I feel like Earl Grey tea with a cookie.
It could be too.
Very
Yep.
British. But um, and then the last one that I made a mistake here. What is something in your life right now that feels steady or reliable? I think that's a good one too. It's yeah. I will put those questions in the comment, and if anyone want to use it or find more, I think it's good to have them somewhere because I don't know about you, Katia, but sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I went to that call and they like share about that tool, and I want to go back to it. And sometimes it's not about all those questions; it's just choosing one. Again, right? Is I'm not like meditation. I'm not journaling every day. It's really when the journal called me for,
Mm-hmm.
and um, yeah, I think knowing those answers can help for tapping, can help. Um, yeah.
I think it's also like the meditation where it's like about picking something that actually works for you, like starting with just 5 minutes or starting with like once a week if that's like better. Like starting with one journal question. Like you don't have to do everything to get benefits. Like picking what's feasible for you.
Anything you will add before we close?
Go outside, walk in the grass.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
It's true. That is also one thing that I like, especially when I have two clients that are very close, like their appointment are very close. I like to go, and I feel lucky that I can do that. I go outside and put my feet in the grass and just saying like I'm grounded. I do that even in the shower because I really like water and just be in the shower and just I'm grounded. Like, a little practice.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah. Water, it's a big one. Yeah, I think that's the thing we talked before when we talk about grounding is also do the thing you love that help to ground. If it's doing art, go for a walk, have a conversation with your friend, the one that are relaxed. Not the one who's gonna just annoy you with question or why you're doing this for. um yeah, all the thing that you want to avoid is maybe drinking alcohol and
Yeah, too much scrolling.
Yeah. Okay. Should we share our next date?
Yes.
It will be, damn it, already November. November 12th. And this time it's a little bit later than the time we did before. I'm trying to count, and it's 8 p.m. EST, right?
We will have had daylight savings time by then.
Oh,
So
ooh, might be still 7.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's true. We are not here in Hawaii. We don't change time, so we have to adapt with it.
Yeah, we're always like, wait, what time is it there?
Yeah. I put in my calendar in big letter change time because all my appointments are changing, not for others. And last year I had to text people and say, hey, just to let you know, I don't. For me, it doesn't change. So all my appointment moved for 1 hour behind or forward. Yeah, and we will tell you meanwhile what will be the topic. I hope you enjoy our special rounded.
Yeah. Our next one will be a surprise mystery topic. Stay tuned.
And yes, if you have any comment, question, don't hesitate to add in the comment. We'll always look. And yeah, if you have suggestion on anything else, or yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Maybe we'll drop our contact information too if anybody wants to talk to either one of us or work with either one of us. We'll let you know how to find us.
Okay.
Yeah. Type the comments.
Okay, so see you in 3 weeks.
Can't wait.
Bye, everyone.